Cellulose sheets fold meticulously according to traditional aerodynamic origami instructions this afternoon. Fragile wings launch courageously from bedroom window ledges into unpredictable backyard wind currents. White stationary glides elegantly across domestic airspaces, carrying unspoken messages written secretly. Gravity exerts constant downward influence, demanding lightweight structural components for extended flighting. Messages decorate thin wings, detailing private vulnerabilities meant for specific recipients. Gentle breezes to determine operational trajectories, because internal combustion mechanisms are completely absent. Aerodynamic experimentation demonstrates how fragile concepts can traverse physical distances successfully. Cardboard runways witness optimistic launches, regardless potential crash statistics anticipated. Paper planes glide across dangerous emotional canyons, carrying delicate handwritten. Fragile transport mechanisms navigate atmospheric turbulence, relying entirely on gentle currents. Stationary aircraft symbolize our vulnerable attempts to communicate across widening relational divides. Crinkled edges tell tales regarding previous unsuccessful deployment attempts across rough terrain. Refolding damage tips requires delicate manipulation to restore optimal airborne glide ratios. Children watch with fascination. A simple stationary defies complex gravitational mechanics temporarily. Destinations remain uncertain since meteorological shifts override original manual guidance alignments. Crash landings inside mud puddles threaten total structural dissolution of our written statements. Yet manufacturing additional aircraft remains an inexpensive option due to abundant stationary supplies. Aerodynamic experimentation demonstrates how fragile concepts can traverse physical distances successfully. Cardboard runways witness optimistic launches, regardless potential crash statistics anticipated. Paper planes glide across dangerous emotional canyons, carrying delicate handwritten. Fragile transport mechanisms navigate atmospheric turbulence, relying entirely on gentle currents. Stationary aircraft symbolize our vulnerable attempts to communicate across widening relational divides. Messages utilize such lightweight, or does the inherent fragility of paper transport? Does the inherent fragility of paper transport enhance the sentinel value significantly? Every successful landing validates our unusual choice of postal gliding down. Wind settles, soft landing. Paper planes glide across dangerous emotional canyons, carrying delicate fragile transport mechanisms navigate atmospheric turbulence, relying entirely on gentle currents. Stationary aircraft symbolize our vulnerable attempts to communicate across widening relational divides. Concluded message delivered safely. Paper rests quietly. Adolescent calendars burn rapidly, while juvenile opportunities, amusement parks sit abandoned, where younger generations squandered. valuable daylight hours. Rebellious phases produce zero constructive outcomes, leaving maturity severely delayed instead. Classrooms witness endless daydreaming, focusing upon trivial short-term instant gratification. Diplomas gather dust inside drawers and symbolizing expensive educational journeys leading nowhere. 20-something individuals contemplate decades spent pursuing highly unrealistic, romanticized ideals. Chronological advancement continues, radiance levels exhibited. Generational anxiety increases whenever peer accomplishments stagnant realities. Wasted youth leaves adults stranded inside immature frameworks lacking stability. Early years evaporated uselessly during endless cycles of self-indulgence, procrastination behaviors. Prime developmental decades vanished, leaving gray hairs and heavy financial obligations. Birthdays inspire existential dread rather than joyful several ways nowadays. Pensions seem like distant myths, while entry-level employment occupies daily schedules. Inherited potential rotted away unused due to persistent motivation deficits. Experience photographs depict younger versions possessing bright eyes unburdened by societal expectations. Mirror reflections current day show exhausted expressions replacing former energetic countenances. Naivety exchanged itself for cynicism without providing beneficial financial compensation beforehand. Chronological advancement continues, radiance levels exhibited. Generational anxiety increases whenever peer accomplishments stagnant realities. Wasted youth leaves adults stranded inside immature frameworks lacking stability. Early years evaporated uselessly during endless cycles of self-indulgent procrastination behaviors. Prime developmental decades vanish, leaving gray hairs and heavy financial obligations. Aging populations reclaim squandered potential through intensive late-stage adaptations. Or does biological scheduling strictly prohibit secondary chances at youthful greatness? Every ticking second amplifies realization concerning absolute mismanagement of temporal wealth. Years misspent, hours dissolved, opportunities missed. Opportunities missed. Wasted youth leaves adults stranded inside immature frameworks lacking stability. Early years evaporated uselessly during endless cycles of self-indulgent procrastination behaviors. Prime developmental decades vanished, leaving gray hairs and heavy financial obligations. Time never reverses, maturity arrives uninvited, youth gone forever. Headlights pierce dark rural blacktops, while pistons fire infinitely inside internal combustion chambers. Speedometers indicate steady velocity as empty highway lanes extend toward unseen horizons. A dashboard illumination provides mental visibility, casting green shadows across focused facial features. Exhaust systems hum quietly, blending into ambient nighttime insects outside. Reflective asphalt markers flash past systematically, measuring geographic progress through darkened territories. Staring inputs remain deliberate because sleep deprivation threatens optimal vehicular control parameters. Nighttime transportation allows uninterrupted cognitive processing regarding complex personal. Fuel gauges indicate adequate reserves for continuing. Midnight drive facilitates necessary mental decompression across desolate automotive infrastructure tonight. Asphalt pathways guide wandering souls searching desperately for logical explanations underneath starlight. Vehicular momentum replaces stagnant domestic routines, accelerating our escape from reality. Windshields collect nocturnal insect debris while wipers clear away accumulating condensation droplets. Radio broadcasts display static interference, emphasizing our isolation from mainstream societal networks. Tires maintain firm traction against damp asphalt, carrying heavy motional cargo safely forward. Rest stations appear infrequently, offering terrible coffee and brief moments of physical stretching. Decisions manifest clearly when operational speeds exceed standard residential limits. Significantly, urban skylines vanish inside rearview mirrors, validating our choice to abandon conventional environments. Nighttime transportation allows uninterrupted cognitive processing regarding complex personal. Fuel gauges indicate adequate reserves for continuing. Midnight drive facilitates necessary mental decompression across desolate automotive infrastructure tonight. Asphalt pathways guide wandering souls searching desperately for logical explanations underneath starlight. Vehicular momentum replaces stagnant domestic routines, accelerating our escape from reality. Continuous high-speed transit resolve deep. Continuous high-speed transit. Or does a rapid geographical displacement merely postpone necessary confrontation? Every mile traveled increases the literal distance, separating modern clarity from historical confusion. Engine hums, tires roll, highway calls. Midnight drive facilitates necessary mental decompression across desolate automotive infrastructure tonight. Asphalt pathways guide wandering souls searching desperately for logical explanations underneath starlight. Vehicular momentum replaces stagnant domestic routines. Ignition switched off, headlights dimmed completely. journey concludes peacefully. Pouring expensive vintage liquids down parched throats bring zero satisfaction today. Sweetness evaporated entirely, leaving behind chemical M's resembling industrial rust. Instead, conversations turn sour like milk, forgotten underneath scorching summer sunlight conditions. Apologies arrive way too late, like medicine delivered onto burial grounds. Promises taste like ash swallowing burning charcoal. Fragments during voluntary torture, pride constructed high barriers, preventing truth from entering toxic biological systems. Saliva carries heavy emotion weight derived from catastrophic arguments. Pity and swallowing realization hurts physical anatomy. A bitter taste lingers upon tongues after romantic illusions. The flavors of betrayal remain sharp. Despite drinking copious amounts of remedy, acidity burns internal organs long after final goodbye phrases vanished fully. Regret manufactures sharp spikes penetrating digestive tracts with immense accuracy. Sugar-coated deception fails provide nourishment when starvation damages spiritual cores. Dinner tables become battlefield zones loaded with passive-aggressive cutlery movements. Spices cannot disguise rot hiding inside culinary metaphorical masterpieces we serve. Guests notice strange atmosphere suffocating hospitality within domestic perimeters easily. Hunger remains unappeased because ingredients chosen contain poisonous mental isotopes. Saliva carries heavy emotional weight derived from catastrophic arguments. Experience swallowing realization hurts physical anatomy. A bitter taste lingers upon tongues after romantic illusions. Flavors of betrayal remain sharp. Despite drinking copious amounts of remedy, acidity burns internal organs long after final goodbye phrases vanished fully. Using harsh chemical antidotes demand higher prices than standard human currency mechanisms. Every recipe concocted led directly toward gastrointestinal existential crisis. Eventually, sour notes, corrosive drops, unpalatable endings. A bitter taste lingers upon tongues after romantic illusions. Flavors of betrayal remain sharp. Oh, despite drinking copious amounts of remedy, acidity burns internal organs long after final goodbye phrases vanished fully. Nothing tastes sweet, residual poison remaining, tongues burnt dry. Real estate properties exhibit absolute spatial vacancy. Once resident belongings undergo total removal. Unfurnished residential zones maximize a crystallized. Bare drywall surfaces display square patches with decorative artwork hung during happier eras. Keyrings jingle hollowly inside their pockets while landlords inspect structural parameters meticulously. Cleaned carpets retain geometric indentations, showing where massive furniture units sat historically. Cleanliness feels sterile, lacking individual human character traits that populated quarters previously. Vacant architecture emphasizes personal losses. Volumetric emptiness creates psychological vacuums. Empty rooms amplify absolute personal isolation. Vacant spaces refuse containing comfortings. Hollow chambers remind remaining occupants regarding comprehensive domestic abandonment experience. Abandonment experience. Echoes mock individual speech attempts, returning floorboards creak loudly underneath solitary footsteps, traversing unoccupied geometric layouts. Closet interiors contain zero hanging garments, resembling dark entryways to psychological abysses. Utility companies terminated electricity services, systematically plunging vacant properties into deep twilight. Dust motes float aimlessly inside sunbeams, acting as sole remaining inhabitants here. Lease documents lie signed on their countertops, formalizing complete surrender of territory. Vacant architecture emphasizes personal losses. Volumetric emptiness creates psychological vacuums. Empty rooms amplify absolute personal isolation. Vacant spaces refuse containing comforting. Hollow chambers remind remaining occupants regarding comprehensive domestic abandonment experience. Abandonment experience. Oh. Human beings construct identities around temporary geographical, physical, living arrangements, or the spatial vacancy provide excellent clean slates for subsequent emotional reconstructions. Every empty square meter represents immediate freedom mixed with profound historical sorrow. No furniture, bare walls, total vacancy. Empty rooms amplify absolute personal isolation. Vacant spaces refuse containing comforting. Hollow chambers remind remaining occupants regarding comprehensive domestic abandonment experience. Front door locked, key surrendered completely, only emptiness remaining. Final departures necessitate absolute emotional. Luggage handles feel unusually heavy while transport. Eye contact becomes agonizingly difficult when upcoming permanent separation completely unavoidable. Handshakes transform into brief, desperate grasps, seeking to delay inevitable chronological progression. Gate agents announce immediate passenger boarding requirements, shattering remaining fragile hopes completely. Terminal corridors stretch out like infinite pathways, leading toward completely separate, distinct futures. Parting gestures symbolize definitive conclusions regarding multi-year relationship chapters today. Valedictory statements resonate deeply. Last goodbye seals our historical romantic narratives. Midnight final farewells echo through public transportation, hopes formalizing concluding words signal the absolute expiration. Concluding words signal the absolute expiration. Train whistles blast loudly, interrupting final attempts at articulation. Rear windows provide shrinking perspectives of figures waving sadly on retreating platforms. Distance accumulates, rapidly accelerating the literal transformation of partners into historical acquaintances. Tears smudge passport documentation pages, blending individual sorrow with official travel paperwork. Cabin pressure increases systematically during ascents, matching growing internal psychological distress levels. Geographical displacement functions as an absolute eraser of daily cohabitation habits. Parting gestures symbolize definitive conclusions regarding multi-year relationship chapters today. Valedictory statements resonate deeply. Last goodbye sealed our historical romantic narratives. Tonight final farewells echo through public transportation, hopes formalizing concluding words signal the absolute expiration. Concluding words signal the absolute expiration. Successfully process immediate transition, or do parting individuals require extensive therapy periods? Every ticking second widens the absolute gulf, separating modern isolation from historical unity. Doors closing, engine starting, separation complete. Last goodbye seals our historical romantic narrative. Final farewells echo through public transportation. Concluding words signal the absolute expiration. Concluding words signal the absolute expiration. Platform empty, signals fading entirely. Farewell concluded permanently. Epidermal layers regenerate slowly beneath ultraviolet radiation exposed. Markings soften, transforming thick crimson boundaries into faint pearlescent tissue traces. Injury locations lose sensitivity as nerve endings retract from damaged external surfaces. Mirrors reflect altered anatomy, show invisible documentation regarding historical, physical trauma. Pain diminishes, replacing sharp, agonizing sensations with faint, dull, throbbing reminders instead. Their metallurgical history narrative reads like maps outlining wars won through sheer endurance. Regeneration requires patience while cellular structures rebuild damaged biological shields completely. Sovereignty whenever old injuries stop dictating daily. Psychological movements, faded scars illuminate flesh patterns, proving survival exists after structural destruction. Discolored markings remaining upon shoulders demonstrate resilience. Pigment alterations tell stories concerning battles fought beneath heavy darkness safely. Sleeves covered, disappearing documentation, allowing anonymity within crowded public spaces. Today, shame dissolves alongside changing colors, vindicating individual journeys towards complete healing. When events become unnecessary commodities, when internal restoration processes finish primary operations. Scratches received during defensive maneuvers lose initial shape, broadening into smooth valleys. Defenses lower systematically because threat levels drop below critical emergency indicators. Now body armor stays stored away inside closets, unneeded during peaceful civilian existence. Regeneration requires patience while cellular structures rebuild damaged biological shields completely. Sovereignty whenever old injuries stop dictating daily. Psychological movements, faded scars illuminate flesh patterns, proving survival exists after structural destruction. Discolored markings remaining upon shoulders demonstrate resilience. Pigment alterations tell stories concerning battles fought beneath heavy darkness safely. Should human beings feel embarrassed regarding historical evidence documenting deep cuts? Or should populations celebrate survival milestones visible upon universal biological containers? Every marking symbolizes transition phases, separating previous agonies from modern peace. Traces vanish and tissue heals. Reminders soften. Faded scars illuminate flesh patterns, proving survival exists after structural destruction. Discolored markings remaining upon shoulders demonstrate resilience. Pigment alterations tell stories concerning battles fought beneath heavy darkness safely. Skin grows smooth, markings markings disappear completely. Healing achieved. Chronometer spinning counterclockwise would facilitate immediate rectification regarding monumental strategic blunders. Broken glass shards would elevate vertically, assembling back into pristine ornamental vessels. Calendars would shed subsequent pages, returning global populations toward previous operational seasons. Regretful decisions would unhappen, preserving pristine emotional states prior to catastrophic choices. Linear progression feels like an oppressive tyranny when historical errors demand absolute dilation. Hypothetical temporal reversals stimulate human imaginations, offering illusory escapes from current consequences. Quantum mechanics formulas hint at multi-directional pathways, yet biological containers remain restricted. Rewind time offers attractive alternative realities where historical errors undergo complete cancellation. Temporal inversion promises total absolution from heavy burdens accumulated throughout developmental years. Reversing chronological currents would restore optimal conditions prior to behavioral decay manifestation. Wrinkles would smooth out systematically, restoring youthful radiance onto aging biological countenances. Departed relatives would walk through residential front entryways, resuming daily domestic interactions. Secular history could undergo massive restructuring, optimizing outcomes for vulnerable global populations. Hourglass is inverted, repeatedly symbolize human desires to override absolute thermodynamic physics laws. Memory preservation becomes redundant when individuals can literally experience historical milestones repeatedly. Yet temporal mechanics remain stubbornly unyielding, forcing populations to march forward into uncertainty. Hypothetical temporal reversals stimulate human imaginations, offering illusory escapes from current consequences. Quantum mechanics formulas hint at multi-directional pathways, yet biological containers remain restricted. Rewind time offers attractive alternative realities where historical errors undergo complete cancellation. Temporal inversion promises total absolution from heavy burdens accumulated throughout developmental years. Reversing chronological currents would restore optimal conditions prior to behavioral decay. Manifestation. Can human advanced technology eventually synthesize functional apparatuses capable of mass mortal civilizations? Accept temporal linearity as an absolute unchangeable cosmic parameter. Every daydream focusing on retrospective alteration decreases productivity within current experiential frameworks. say words. Turn back, rewind, time offers subtractive alternative realities where historical errors undergo complete cancellation. Temporal inversion promises total absolution from heavy burdens accumulated throughout developmental years. Reversing chronological currents would restore optimal conditions prior to behavioral decay manifestation. A chronometer spinning counterclockwise would facilitate. Chronometer spinning counterclockwise. A chronometer spinning counterclockwise would facilitate corunders. Chronometer spinning counterclockwise would facilitate. Chronometer spinning counterclockwise would facilitate immediate rectification regarding monumental strategic blunders. Cork and glass shards would elevate vertically, assembling back into pristine ornamental vessels. Calendars would shed subsequent pages, returning global populations toward previous operational seasons. Regretful decisions would unhappen, preserving pristine emotional states prior to catastrophic choices. Linear progression feels like an oppressive tyranny when historical errors demand absolute dilation. Hypothetical temporal reversals stimulate human imaginations, offering illusory escapes from current consequences. Quantum mechanics formulas hint at multi-directional pathways. Yeah, rewind time offers attractive alternative realities where historical errors undergo complete cancellation. Temporal inversion promises total absolution from heavy burdens. Reversing chronological currents would restore optimal conditions prior to behavioral decay manifestation. Wrinkles would smooth out systematically, restoring youthful radiance onto aging biological countenances. Departed relatives would walk through residential front entryways, resuming daily domestic interactions. Secular history could undergo massive restructuring, optimizing outcomes for vulnerable global populations. Hourglasses inverted repeatedly symbolize human desires to override absolute thermodynamic physics laws. Memory desolations, no memory preservation. Infinity stretches outward beyond astronomical calculations, while mortal comprehension grapples with endlessness. Boundless dimensions witness our supreme connection, outlasting stellar life cycles across galaxies. Perpetual motion drives our unified trajectory forward through uncharted temporal zones. Decades accumulate like granular desert components without diminishing our core foundational strength. Immortality characterizes these profound sensations, developing beneath standard superficial human experiences. Constellations rearrange their spatial positions, yet our emotional equilibrium stays perfectly aligned. Endless duration becomes our standard measurement unit for calculating relational longevity. Henceforth, unbounded progression guarantees our collaborative survival through subsequent evolutionary cycles. Forevermore defines our standard operating schedule across dimensional limitations tonight. Perpetual continuity preserves this magnificent bond against systemic decay factors. Endless timelines validate our exceptional choice to remain linked across infinity. Mortality loses traditional threatening power when spiritual intersections achieve permanent synchronization. Generations come and vanish like fleeting autumn leaves, but our legacy persists. Sageless architecture safeguards our historical narrative inside indestructible metaphysical libraries. Oh, eternity appears manageable whenever cooperative spirits navigate boundless cosmic simultaneously. Unending appreciation fuels our persistent drive toward achieving absolute relational perfection. Finality becomes an obsolete concept within our expansive vocabulary definitions today. Endless duration becomes our standard measurement unit for calculating relational longevity. Henceforth, unbounded progression guarantees our collaborative survival through subsequent evolutionary cycles. Forevermore defines our standard operating schedule across dimensional limitations tonight. Perpetual continuity preserves this magnificent bond against systemic decay factors. Endless timelines validate our exceptional choice to remain linked across infinity. Planetary destruction interfere with cosmic agreements forged between highly evolved consciousnesses. Or will our spiritual architecture outlast universal contraction phases completely? Every subsequent cosmic era merely strengthens our pre-existing permanent structural alignment. No endings, endless march always grow. Forevermore defines our standard operating schedule across dimensional limitations tonight. Perpetual continuity preserves this magnificent bond against systemic decay factors. Endless timelines validate our exceptional choice to remain linked across infinity. Boundless expansion continue. Time boundaries erased. Infinity secured permanently. Shadows dance upon wallpaper textures while midnight creeps across wooden floorboards. Every corner breathes heavy memories from seasons when laughter occupied spaces. Now dust settles where footprints remain before. Departure swept warmth outdoors. Clocks tick loudly inside hollow hallways, create artificial heartbeat cadences. Pictures frame bygone moments, although colors gradually change into grayscale. Solitude becomes an uninvited roommate, occupying territory once belonging to affection. Soft whispers resonate through structural beams, reminding spirits regarding promises. Atmospheres with pressure drops whenever remembrance collides against current reality directly. Silent echoes reverberate through architecture within abandoned chambers tonight. We survive amidst lingering acoustic reflections, bouncing off vertical boundaries. Cold wind rattles window panes outside, while embers die inside hearts. Blankets provide minimal comfort against psychological winters frozen deep inside. Daylight hesitates, entering rooms full of historical baggage and remorse. Coffee mugs retain circular stains, resembling small orbits of dynamic relationship. Journals contain unfinished paragraphs describing scenarios that never manifested properly. Time structures deceptively long during periods spent evaluating ancient personal mistakes. Oh, soft whispers resonate through structural beams, reminding spirits regarding promises. Atmospheric pressure drops whenever remembrance collides against current reality directly. Silent echoes reverberate through architecture within abandoned chambers tonight. Voices linger somewhere underneath floorboards, although lips refuse speaking anymore. We survive amidst lingering acoustic reflections, bouncing off vertical boundaries. Can structural foundations withstand continuous tremors caused by emotional absences? Or will structural integrity collapse beneath the immense weight? Every brick seems saturated with acoustic residue, belonging to departed affection. Hollow reverberations, muted frequencies. Stillness speaks volumes. Hey! Silent echoes reverberate through architecture within abandoned chambers tonight. Oh, voices linger somewhere underneath floorboards, although lips refuse speaking anymore. We survive amidst lingering acoustic reflections, bouncing off vertical boundaries. Only quietness remains, residual vibrations dissipating. Fading the footprints. Headlights pierce dark rural blacktops, while pistons fire rhythmically inside internal combustion chambers. Speedometers indicate steady velocity as empty highway lanes extend. Dashboard illumination provides minimum visibility. Exhaust systems hum quietly, blending into ambient nighttime insect sound. Side reflective asphalt markers flash past systematically, measuring geographic progress through darkened territories. Steering inputs remain deliberate because sleep deprivation threatens optimal vehicular control parameters. Nighttime transportation allows uninterrupted cognitive processing. Fuel gauges indicate adequate reserves for continuing this. Midnight drive facilitates necessary mental decompression across desolate automotive infrastructure tonight. Asphalt pathways guide wandering souls searching desperately for logical explanations underneath starlight. Vehicular momentum replaces stagnant domestic routines, accelerating our escape from reality. Windshields collect nocturnal insect debris while wipers clear away accumulating condensation droplets. Radio broadcast display static interference, emphasizing our isolation from mainstream societal networks. Tires maintain firm traction against damp asphalt, carrying heavy motional cargo safely forward. Rest stations appear infrequently, offering terrible coffee and brief moments of physical stretching. Decisions manifest clearly when operational speeds exceed standard residential limits significantly. Urban skylines vanish inside rearview mirrors, validating our choice to abandon conventional environments. Nighttime transportation allows uninterrupted cognitive processing. Fuel gauges indicate adequate reserves for continuing this. Midnight drive facilitates necessary mental decompression across desolate automotive infrastructure tonight. Asphalt pathways guide wandering souls searching desperately for logical explanations underneath starlight. Vehicular momentum replaces stagnant domestic routines, accelerating our escape from reality. Continuous high-speed transit resolve deep, or does a rapid geographical displacement merely postpone necessary confrontations? Every mile traveled increases the literal distance separating modern clarity from historical confusion. Engine hums, tires roll, highway calls. Facilitates necessary mental decompression across desolate automotive infrastructure tonight. Asphalt pathways guide wandering souls searching desperately for logical explanations underneath starlight. Vehicular momentum replaces stagnant domestic routines. Ignition switched off, headlights dimmed completely. Journey concludes peacefully.
Chronometer spinning would facilitate immediate rectification, regarding monumental strategic blunders. Spoken glass shards would elevate vertically, assembling back into pristine ornamental vessels. Calendars would shed subsequent pages, returning global populations toward previous operational seasons. Regretful decisions would unhappen, preserving pristine emotional states prior to catastrophic choices. Linear progression feels like an oppressive tyranny when historical errors demand absolute dilation. Hypothetical temporal reversals stimulate human imaginations, offering illusory escapes from current consequences. Quantum mechanics formulas hint at multi-directional pathways. Yeah, biological containers remain restricted. Rewind time offers attractive alternative realities where historical errors undergo complete cancellation. Temporal inversion promises total absolution from heavy burdens accumulated throughout developmental years. Rivers and chronological currents will restore optimal conditions prior to behavioral decay. Manifestation wrinkles will smooth out systematically, restoring youthful radiance onto aging biological countenances. Departed relatives would walk through residential front entryways, resuming daily domestic interactions. Secular history could undergo massive restructuring, optimizing outcomes for vulnerable global populations. Hourglasses inverted repeatedly symbolize human desires to override absolute thermodynamic physics laws. Memory preservation becomes redundant when individuals can literally experience historical milestones repeatedly. Yet temporal mechanics remain stubbornly unyielding, forcing populations to march forward into uncertainty. Hypothetical temporal reversals stimulate human imaginations, offering illusory escapes from current consequences. Quantum mechanics formulas hint at multi-directional pathways. Yeah, biological containers remain restricted. Rewind time offers attractive alternative realities where historical errors undergo complete cancellation. Temporal inversion promises total absolution from heavy burdens accumulated throughout developmental years. Reversing chronological currents would restore optimal conditions prior to behavior decay. Manifestation can human advanced technology eventually functional apparatuses, or must mortal civilizations accept temporal linearity as an absolute, unchangeable cosmic parameter? Every daydream focusing on retrospective alteration decreases productivity within current experiential frameworks. Unsay words, turn back. Rewind time offers attractive
Thermal energy escapes cotton linens rapidly as midnight wind penetrates structural insulation. Freezing fabrics wrap around shivering limbs, offering zero comfort. Mattresses feel like vast Arctic landscapes where individual perishes instantly. Blank spaces occupy the left side of furniture, emphasize a mass in physical absence. Cotton threads retain no residual human warmth. Only icy drops remaining instead. Thermometers indicate dropping temperatures inside domestic quarters, matching internal psychological states. Winter conditions dominate interior environments. Whenever physical companionship disappears completely from sight, frost develops along fabric edges, cementing absolute loneliness within residential perimeters. Cold sheets amplify personal isolation, freezing remaining threads of romantic hope tonight. Linens refuse retaining necessary comfort since genuine intimacy departed these premises. Freezing cotton boundaries remind occupants regarding sudden emotional abandonment experience. Shaking hands attempt adjusting heavy duvet, searching desperately for elusive pocket heat. Pillows remain stiff, unyielding monuments dedicated to historical partner interactions. Now concluded, blizzards seem to rage internally, transforming bedrooms into glacial chambers of regret. Morning light offers no defrosting capabilities to frozen domestic textile arrangements. Hypothermic sensations spread through emotional layers, slowing down standard mental operations. Desolation settles deep into woven fibers, defying standard laundering restoration methods. Winter conditions dominate interior environments. Whenever physical companionship disappears completely from sight, a frost develops along fabric edges, cementing absolute loneliness within residential perimeters. Cold sheets amplify personal isolation, freezing remaining threads of romantic hope tonight. Linens refuse retaining necessary comfort since genuine intimacy departed these premises. Freezing cotton boundaries remind occupants regarding sudden emotional abandonment experience. Heating units combat absolute spiritual subtly, or must inhabitants endure permanent winter climates within private residential zones. Every thread feels saturated with icy needles, piercing vulnerabilities without mercy. Freezing fibers, zero warmth, winter remains. Freezing cotton boundaries remind occupants regarding sudden emotional abandonment these premises. The linens stay icy
an absolute silence.
Real estate properties exhibit absolute spatial vacancy. Once resident belongings undergo total removal. Unfurnished residential zones maximize a prayer drywall surfaces display. Square patches where decorative artwork hung during happier eras. Keyrings jingle hollowly inside bare pockets, while landlords inspect structural parameters meticulously. Cleaned carpets retain geometric indentations, showing where massive furniture units sat historically. Cleanliness feels sterile, lacking individual human character traits that populated quarters previously. Vacant architecture emphasizes personal losses. Volumetric emptiness, volumetric emptiness. Empty rooms, amplified absolute personal walls. Vacant spaces, refused containing, comforting hollow chambers. Remind remaining occupants regarding comprehensive domestic abandonment experienced recently. Echoes mock individual speech attempts. Retemps, floorboards creak loudly underneath solitary footsteps, traversing unoccupied geometric layouts today. Closet interiors contain zero hanging garments, resembling dark entryways to psychological abysses. Utility companies terminate the electricity services systematically, plunging vacant properties into deep twilight. Dust motes float aimlessly inside sunbeams, acting as sole remaining inhabitants here. Lease documents lie signed on bare countertops, formalizing complete surrender of territory. Vacant architecture emphasizes personal loss. Volumetric emptiness, volumetric emptiness. Empty rooms amplify absolute personal. Vacant spaces refuse containing, comforting hollow chambers. Remind remaining occupants regarding comprehensive domestic abandonment experience recently. Construct identities around temporary geographical, physical living arrangements? Or does spatial vacancy provide excellent clean slates? Every empty square meter represents immediate freedom, mixed with profound historical sorrow. No furniture, bare walls, total vacancy. Empty rooms amplify, amplify. Empty rooms amplify, amplify. Empty rooms amplify, amplify. Empty, empty, empty rooms. Taking space
regarding comprehensive domestic abandonment experienced recently. Front door locked, keys surrendered completely, only emptiness remaining.